All right, folks, listen up. You might want to check your driver's license just in case you don't have the right ID, because in a month, you could have a harder time getting through airport security. It could ruin some family vacations. May 7th is the deadline to have Real IDs, what it's called. Millions of Americans still don't. Kris Van Cleave is at Washington's Reagan National Airport. Kris, good morning to you. How do you know if you have the right ID, the Real ID, as it's called?
Well, good morning, Tony. Get your driver's license out and look in the corner. You're looking for a black star like these. That's the sign you have a Real ID. TSA says they're seeing only about 81% of people coming through checkpoints with either a Real ID compliant license or a passport. What that means is in about a month, nearly 1 in every 5 flyers could be in for some real travel headaches.
Folks, make sure you have your documents out ready to go.
It's an all-out effort to beat the clock that has lines out the door in Chicago. With only about 33% compliance statewide, Illinois opened this first-in-the-nation Real ID Supercenter last month in an old Walgreens location. It's processing about 1,500 people a day.
Come on around. All that empty space over there.
Starting May 7th, you'll need a Real ID to get into government buildings and through airport security.
What made you come in today?
Because I have a trip coming up May 10th, so I want to get it out the way.
I had to get the Real ID because I work in a government building, and I guess we can't get in without that.
This really is an effort to make up for lost time in Illinois. They want to move people through in about an hour from document check to photo to paperwork processing to checkout. But that Real ID will come in the mail in about 2 weeks. That's why time is running out.
Congress mandated the switch to Real ID after 9/11.
See your ID for a second.
The new IDs are more secure and harder to counterfeit. After lengthy delays, the deadline is now just weeks away.
We are told that it's going to happen.
TSA spokesperson Patricia Mancha.
Everybody is responsible for presenting the proper travel documents when they come to the checkpoint.
What happens if people don't have a compliant ID on May 7th?
Well, there's going to be a phased approach of enforcement, but people will experience travel delays.
Getting one means a trip to the DMV. Typically, you'll need a valid ID, passport, or birth certificate, proof of your social security number and date of birth, plus 2 items proving state residency. The deadline is creating a rush at DMVs across the country, like here in Florida, where local authorities in Miami-Dade County discovered what they describe as a network of scalpers hoarding free DMV appointments and selling them for up to $250.
Not a good idea at all. We've been waiting for hours.
That's wrong. That's totally wrong.
And soon will be illegal in Miami-Dade County. Now, May 7th is the deadline for when this goes into effect. You will still be able to get a Real ID after May 7th. The TSA has not laid out what that phased-in enforcement will look like yet. But if you have a passport or an active military ID, those will also work should that Real ID still be in the mail, Nate.
All right, Kris. Kris, you got yours?
I do.
All right, Gayle has
I'm ready.
hers, so, Tony, you have to get it done.
I got the passport. I'm good.
All right, you're not listening. All right, we appreciate it.